Hello everyone and thanks for hanging out with me. I'm at the Ionity charger with the Volkswagen eUp 2020 and I'm doing a range test, consumption test at different speeds, and also how long does it take long distance driving with charging. And right here, my God, I'm charging with 15 kilowatt at 77%. I want to leave with 80%. It took 34 minutes for 13.5 kilowatt hours. Yeah, it started with around 30 kilowatt, then it went down very fast to 28, 26, and down. Now we're at 14. Yes, great car. And like I said, charge to 80%, then I go up the highway at the speed the trucks are doing, around 90 kilometers an hour with adaptive cruise control, then turn around, come back the other way here and come back at this charging station. It's around 60 kilometers, and then I will charge to 80% again, and I will time that, so the whole drive plus the charging, and then we'll see and always charge to 80%, and then we'll see what's the best speed. And also with that we see consumption and we see range at certain speeds, and like I said, I want to do it at around 90 kilometers an hour, then maybe 110 and 130. It all depends how the traffic is, if I can do it. I will try. I will try my best. Okay, 78%, let's get in, prepare everything. Here inside I have the map that is for the eUp, what is it, map and something, whatever. Can't remember the name, I have to look it up. What is it? Maps and more. Yeah, there it is. And of course it shows the time when I would do the reset. I will do the reset again, but I will do my own time with cell phone. We're driving. I'm driving at around 90 kilometers. It's very hard to set this cruise control. It just went down to 89 and 90 kilometers an hour. See? Let's drive 90. And 90 kilometers an hour, it says 189 kilometers of range. It's raining a tiny bit and it should rain the rest of the day, so there will be a bit more consumption. Yes, and I have the app open, and right now it says 111 watt hours per kilometers, but of course I'm driving 2 kilometers and I have my timer on. And we'll see. So I'm going around, what is it, 40 or something kilometers, no, 30 kilometers, no, less kilometers this direction, turn around, and then going back to check this thing here. And then go back to the charger, and then we'll see. So, ooh, that's bright. Come on, focus. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, nice on the highway. It's a pretty flat here, and I hope there's no construction site. There was construction site on the other direction, but I hope it's not the case here. I have the heat set to 22.5. It's cold in here, and I didn't heat up the car while charging, because then it charges slower, and so the whole... Oh, and it's off anyways. See, it's better. I'll do it at 3, and to the feet. It's pretty cold in here, I have to say. I have the self-steering lane assist off. Yes. Oh, it turned off. The rain stopped a bit. That's nice. I just did my turnaround. I had to speed up to around 94, sometimes 95 kilometers an hour, because there were trucks behind me and I didn't want to slow them down. So it was 29 kilometers, average consumption, come on, 13.1 watt hours per kilometers. Right now I'm a bit too fast. I can see I'm getting close to this truck. Yeah, that's not good. It took 28 minutes. I don't want to pass him. Do I pass him? Yeah, let's pass him. Yeah, I'm gonna pass this one here. That will destroy my consumption. I'm doing 100. But he's going very slow. Yeah, there's no one behind me, so 95 is okay. Like I said, 83 kilometers an hour was average speed. Took 22 minutes so far. Consumption went down when I did regen stopping. And I'm sorry, this is it's blurry, but the lens I have on right now is better for darkness because it's already dark. Do the same trip back, turn around, and then see how much it is. Google Maps says it's 60 kilometers exactly. We'll see what the eUp says. And cool. I don't think I can do any more today. I have to go home. We'll do the rest another day. I just arrived. It says 60 kilometers, which should be true. Google Maps says 60 kilometers. Took 44 minutes, 13.6, so 136 watt hours per kilometer. Average 82 kilometers an hour. This will be interesting. It always takes so long till this starts charging. I mean, where are we? 54%. So it took 26% to drive those 60 kilometers. I'll do the math later. Right now I don't want to. I drove, like I said, around 90 kilometers, 92 to 95 on the speedometer. In real, 88 to 91 kilometers an hour, so GPS. I had the heat on 22.5. I put it on 23 for a few minutes because it was a bit cold, and I had the seat heater on a few times, but only on one, not on two. And yeah, was comfortable ride. I had to speed up on the way there because the truck behind me was faster. So that's why I drove the 94, 95 on the speedometer. On the way back there was one slower and I had to overtake him. So I drove 100 for a minute. And on the turnaround point I drove around 50, and I was very sensitive with consumption. So let's go in. Oh, I see the car. It's really nice. What I wanna see is our timer. Yes. 0.25 volt, 23, 24. Oh God, 5 minutes for 2 kilowatt. Oh my God, kilowatt hours, sorry. Yeah, I'm not good. Let's check out, why is this number 3 Ionity? We have 4 here, and number 4, 5, and number 6. They all work, that's nice. They all say the price information with the 79 cent. I can change this, I'm pretty sure to, I always tap this, but you have to tap this. Go to English. It's pretty weird that they couldn't get a touch screen pricing information. Nice, but they work, and it's 4. I'm sorry, I love this. I'm really not an expert when it comes to electric cars and charging. I never did a really long distance drive. I will do it on Sunday. Today is Thursday. But look at this, 4 chargers. Why is it mono focus? 4 chargers, and Mine is blue because it's charging. The other 3 are free. There was nobody here when I came the first time and not this time. This is just great. I love this. Look at the car. Ooh, the lights are on inside. I have to turn those off, but they don't take a lot of power. That's fine. Check out the car. Yeah, and the car shows you here that it's charging. This green thing is going on and off. Yeah. 70 amp. The voltage goes up, ampage goes down. Great, 62%. So 18% more, and then we know the time, how long it takes to drive 60 kilometers with charging at around 90 kilometers an hour. That's interesting. And I won't be able to do more tonight. I hope tomorrow I can do 110 or 130. We'll see what I do. And then maybe on Saturday, the next one. So we know what's the perfect speed, because I need the information on Sunday when I go to Leipzig, around 1,000 kilometers. And that's amazing. I want to know what speed I should do. I had to change my appearance a bit. It's cold, 8 degrees. I was outside too much. It's really freezing. Let's check out the speed. 17. Oh, come on, switch. There we go. 17 kilowatt at 75%. 20 minutes for 7.5 kilowatt hour. Ooh. So 4% more. Yeah, I hope that when I do the 130 kilometers an hour run, that then the state of charge is low and then it charges faster, and then possible it's better to speed it up. But then the battery gets hot, and maybe that's bad too. Then it charges slow. We'll see. God, the long distance drive will take a long time, or let's say like this, I get very long breaks in between. I should sleep a bit in between. It's cold. 8 degrees can be very cold. It's a bit windy up here. Car so far is fun. I wouldn't, long distance, yes, it's possible that this could be annoying, I know on Sunday. But otherwise, power is weak, but it's fine. Consumption is fine. As far as I can see, range is okay. Oh god, 40 amps. It's not a lot. It's good to know that. It's not on every Ionity charger that you can see this stuff. Okay, plan. What's the plan? Well, I go home now, and then tomorrow I have to go to a doctor that is really that way, so I'm going home now this direction, 70 kilometers, but tomorrow I have to go this direction again. So yeah, but it's fun. On Saturday I want to go to Prague and do a half long distance trip. What is it, 450 kilometers? And by the way, can you hear that? There's the water running in there. The water for the cooling. I don't think it has to cool for what is it? For 12 kilowatt. Ooh, almost done. There it is. Pause. So, 1 hour, 11 minutes, almost. Do the calculation later, I don't want to right now. Lazy bastard. That's it for the night. Say goodbye or good night to the eUp and Ionity. I don't know what everybody is complaining about Ionity. I still love it. Yes, 79 cents is expensive, but for non-Tesla people, this is what we need. Many chargers with good speed, and that they work and that they are convenient where they are, right on the highway or stuff like this. I like it. I would only use this as long as the price is okay. And if I only take a trip one time a year, I would still use the price. It's fine. Hello everyone, so it's 2 days later, and now I will do, well, let me flip so I see. Now I will do the same test, but with what driving faster. So Ionity charger will now plug in, charge to 80%, drive the same route, 60 kilometers at 110 on the speedometer, which is 105 kilometers an hour, and then hopefully I have time to do that again with 130, but I'll have to see when I come back and charge full again. So we are charging at incredible 17 kilowatt. We're at 70%, so over 70% charging is not should not be done, but I'm afraid that if I go the 130 kilometers an hour trip, I won't make 60 kilometers and that would be nice. So we'll see how long it takes for 10%. 10% on this battery is 3 kilowatt with 17 kilowatt. We only charged 0.3, so maybe 10 minutes. So here you can see very well. Now it's at 76%, so 3/4 of the battery would be 75. And you can see here, there's a pump going. I don't know, I don't think it has cooling, but something is going on in here. I hear the sound. And it's using 0.1 to 0.2, so 100 to 200 watts. If I have the light on, it's even more. It goes up to 300. Light on, takes a bit. This is very slow to do anything. Oh, now it doesn't do it. Before it was 300. Turn lights off. The heat would work. Have the fan off. Oh, I can turn it off completely. Now it's better. There was the fan. Huh. Only 100 watt. Yes, we saved thing. So it should be 77, maybe even 78. I reset the trip, but the time is wrong because when you reset it, it will start timing your trip. I will leave this the way it is. The only thing I have to do before I go is go in here and turn off the e-sound. And this is what you have to do all the time. And you cannot do it while driving. A car has to be stationary. That is annoying. And I would love to have a button somewhere. And I cannot forget to turn on the lights. Let's see again if the light does something. Light on full. Yeah, 0.3, 300 watt. Yeah, we're not doing that. We'll charge faster. Let's look. Yeah, it beeps when the ignition is on. Where are we? 78%, charging with 12 kilowatt. Took almost 12 minutes. Yes, it's a long time. So I would say 14 minutes to get from 70 to 80%. Now, if this is not long, it's better weather today. Almost sunny. I think it was 6 degrees or something, but it's also in the morning. It's 10 a.m. Yeah, it's busy, but the good thing today is that no trucks are allowed on the highway. It's Sunday. So on the highway, only the trucks that have goods that could, something that has to be cooled or something fresh, only those trucks are allowed to drive. And therefore I can stay maybe on the right lane and drive my 110 kilometers an hour without having to pass a truck and endangering anyone and having to slow down and stuff like this. I am on my way. Cruise control is at 110 kilometers an hour, which should be 105 on GPS. Of course, consumption is now high. It goes down because we're going downhill. I have my clock running. Doing 109, speed up. So I will go this highway in one direction, turn around like the last time. You know the drill. Oh, heat should be on. Yeah. Heat on at 22.5. That's okay. Today I won't need that much heat, just a bit. just did the switch. So turnaround point, 28 kilometers. So far consumption is 160 watt-hours per kilometers, per kilometer. 98 kilometers an hour is our average speed. That's okay. I had to put the cruise control to 111. Every time when I press the button for 1 kilometer an hour less, it goes to 109 and 110. So it alternates between those two, and that's why I put it to 111. It's fine. Range is fine. Another 30 kilometers or so to go. It's not that busy. That's good. I had to overtake one very slow driving transporter, otherwise I could go, and I still didn't change the speed. So far, except for the turnaround and of course from the charger to the highway, which is a few hundred meters, and then the turnaround point was also a few hundred meters, it was always exactly 111 kilometers an hour, so that's good. Maybe I have to pass this one here. He's coming closer. So here on the left is one gas station, here on the right is another one. The charger here is located back there. I don't think you can see it. Yeah, you can see it. And the other one is here. You can barely see it. Sorry. Took us 38 minutes around to drive those 60 kilometers with the 110 kilometers an hour. Let's go back and look at the thing. So 60 kilometers, well, you can see me here with the red thing. Average speed 97, 37 minutes, 16.5. That's okay, 165 watt-hours per kilometer. And there were 2 cars standing at the Ionity chargers. 2 fossil cars blocking, but nobody was charging. And this is what I mean with Ionity. It's still fine if there are 2 cars blocking something. You still have 2, and they have 4 here right now, but they're building another 2. So there are things here where it says Ionity, and there will be another 2 there when they need it. And back there is the whole thing, the whole supply for it. Yeah, let's check it out, how we're charging. We are 50% now. I think I arrived with 46, something like this. I think so. We are at 52 now. I think it was 46, charging at 23 kilowatt. It started with 24, so the lower the better. So maybe with the 130 kilometer run it will be even better. Look at the beautiful car in the sun. Finally, sun. And here are our 4 chargers against the sun. That's always good. And another 2 will be there. That's good. And still 1 fossil car blocking our charging station. 54%, still 26 to go. 6 minutes for 2.3 kilowatt hours to charge. Charges at 22 kilowatt. Yeah, the voltage and everything. And maybe I was a bit too harsh with the guy. He just left. The other one left already in the beginning, and I'm sure he would have left when there are 3 people charging. He's there and somebody's coming, hey, can you move? And the other thing is, there is no sign. So if you don't know it, you have no idea that this is nothing marked on the floor or on the charger. There's no sign or anything. If you have no idea what this is, I can understand that. Usually what I found out is that it takes a minute for 1%, so it should take 20 minutes now, and that would mean 67 minutes, and then because the weather is just so amazing today. Sunny, 6 degrees, and I'm sure it will get warmer. The road is dry, a bit of wind but not strong. I think it's coming from this direction, so but still we do around, it's fine, it won't change in that time. So I think that the other day that consumption would have been better, but the charging from 70 to 80% just takes so long. Up to 70, it's still not good. Don't get me wrong. The fastest speed I got charging this car was yesterday around 32 kilowatt, and it was at 17% or something. So the lower the better. But when you are not, when you drive, since you only have around 190 kilometers of range, you have to do that. And here you can see what charging stations provider are still doing wrong. It's nice to have 4 chargers, that's amazing. It's nice that they have amazing speed. It's nice that they're easy to use with a card or app. Well, easy, you know what I mean. But what if it's raining? I mean, yes, they're trying to put a garbage bin behind it there, but what if it's raining? Then when you have to charge and you have to use the app or your card, it takes a minute till it starts, so you're a minute long in the rain. And I noticed this yesterday in Prague, the same. No charger has something so you don't get wet, at least under the charger or where the plug is. That would be nice. Yeah, almost at we are 74%. Took 25 minutes to charge 9 kilowatt hours. Charged 17 kilowatt, still 5% to go, and then we know the speed. Let's look at the time. Time is, come on, well, 63 minutes. So no, charging is so slow that it's better to drive slow. But we'll see it in the next test where I'm driving 130 kilometers an hour, because I think it would charge fast, at low state of charge. Faster. Fast is a very wrong word. And maybe you shouldn't charge to 80%, only to 70. Here it is. 80% at 70 minutes. Let's stop. And we drive again. On the road, 130. I want to go exactly 130 on the speedometer. Let's see if it stays there. It goes down to 129 as before. It's very hard. Yeah, go 131 then, which is GPS 124, 125 kilometers an hour. Like before, we're going a tiny bit downhill, so consumption average is nothing, you can see that. But let's go our 60 kilometer round again. It's a bit more stressful to drive that speed because now the other cars are not driving that much faster. There are a lot of people not driving 130 kilometers an hour. So I have to pass them and I have to look for cars behind me, and that I don't block them, but I want to keep the speed as well as possible. Yeah. Look at this, the Bavarian forest. Well, that's where I live. Just did the switch, accelerated up, I always say switch, did the turn, You can hear the noise is a bit louder, 130 kilometers an hour. Of course, our consumption 18.1, it's going up. It was 17.6 when I did the regen. It was 18.6 or 18.8 before I went off the highway. Average speed is good. Yes, so it's great condition. I have the heat off. It's not needed. Sun is nice and warm, almost even though the fan is off. So, and 7 degrees. When the sun is, it's just perfect and perfect condition. Except it always can be warmer, but it's totally fine. So let's go back and accelerate it up to this 130 kilometers an hour with 50% of the motor, not more. So not full acceleration. Still try to save. Let's see where we're at. Now we are at 44% and we're charging with 28 kilowatt. Woohoo! The lower we get, the better the charging speed. And we'll see how long it takes to 80%. 60 kilometers, again, 109 kilometers an hour. Average speed, that's good, 18.7. Yes, that was good. Yes. Yeah, the drive was good. Heater was off. Only once I had to heat up my feet. I was a bit cold. My feet were cold, but the upper body was fine. And I had to slow down once to around 120 kilometers an hour, and just for a few seconds. And once I had to slow down to 100 kilometers an hour for 10 seconds maybe, and then speed up. Every time when I had to when I do the turn, I have to go this wind. Every time when I did the turn, I drove 50 kilometers, and when I accelerated, only 50% of the motor. So the consumption is pretty good, but like I said, perfect conditions. We're now 20 degrees. By the way, this beeping stops after a second. By the way, this app of course is gone when you take the key. There's no Bluetooth connection anymore, and so when you take the key out, of course everything turns off. Even this total distance will turn off in a second. Yeah, so now it's off, and the only way how you can see inside the car that you're charging is here. This thing here blinks. Can I see it? It's too bright there. Yeah. Orange blinking. That's the only way how you can see that you're charging. When you open the door though, it tells you the time, and the charging meter goes up to your percentage. And right now it looks like 48, 49%. And when you look exactly, you can see it moving. Can you see? Tiny bit of movement. There we go, see? And then here you see the blinking, and then it turns off again. Can you see this? This is annoying. So there's sand, maybe they just did that, so that the sand goes in between the cobblestone, how you call those stones there. And then what happens, you walk here around the charger, and then you bring the sand out here, and then what's amazingly nice, you bring it inside the car. Everywhere. So I have to clean this car. Outside it's pretty okay. I think that's fine, especially when somebody drove it here and then they will pick it up and drive it there as well. It's not that dirty outside. 30 minutes for 11.5 kilowatt. That means 23 kilowatt average. That's okay. There we are. 65 minutes. That was the test. It's too bad I don't have time to do another round with the 90 kilometer thing. Another day, another try. It's a few days later, I had to do it again. I did the same trip with 90 kilometers an hour GPS speed. I had the heat off, I had lights off, I had everything off, even having 90% of the way at an Eco Plus, but I don't think it does anything. And we used, and I was starting with 50%, now at 23. So I used 27%. We're charging at 30 kilowatt. Look at that. That's our consumption. And it's not that different. I thought that it would be way different. And we're at almost 45 minutes. So we'll charge now to 50% again. And then we had everything. We had best speed. I didn't have to slow down once. Always pinned at 94, 95 kilometers an hour speedometer, which is 90, 91 GPS. What the hell? No heat, nothing else consumed anything. I had everything off. Started at 50%, so charging would be faster, it's a low state of charge. And we're charging at 30 kilowatts, so it is better. So we're charging now 50%, and then we see what the average speed is then. Had to do it. So it stopped charging and I had to restart again, but it was just a minute, but we're a minute longer. There we are, 61 minutes, but I deduct 1 minute because it didn't work. So that's 60 minutes, that means average speed 60 kilometers an hour. So with this consumption and low state of charge, this is the best thing. I think it is. So drive under 50% with this car and you can have, and with 90 kilometers an hour, and then you can go average speed of 60 kilometers an hour. How cool is that? Okay, that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day and take care. Bye.